Statesman Nation here with Pat Roxbury, senior catcher out of Canyon Country, California. That's a tough one. Triple C's right through there. Appreciate you sitting down for us a few minutes, Pat. It should be fun talking for the next few minutes. Talk about, I guess first off, you guys are 10-10. We said or before we got on camera here that it's been not a bad year, but not a good year. You know, one of those, you guys are really, literally, at 10-10, you're stuck right there at, well, there's some good stuff and there's some bad stuff, so.
Yeah, we've had some things go our way, and we've had some things that, you know, haven't exactly gone our way.
Sure, definitely. But, you know, some good victories out there. You guys played Morningside tough. They're receiving votes this week, so, you know, it's a good weekend. Hopefully you can propel that into the conference slate that begins, you know, tomorrow against Viterbo, so. Talk about, I guess, where you feel like the team's at and yourself personally. You came off a real hot week. You're hitting the ball well lately. So, how's everybody doing? How are you guys feeling?
You know, I think we're doing pretty well as a team. Like I said, we've had a lot of things go our way, and then we've had a lot of things not go our way. This past weekend, it was like one day we had great offense, and then we lacked in some other areas, and then on the other game, we had got great pitching and didn't hit as well. So we got to be able to put everything together.
Yeah, exactly.
Be real successful.
I mean, you guys definitely have to be looking at the positive that every game we've been in them, but unfortunately we've had a little bit of a unlucky streak there late in games where teams have been able to grab that run or two to beat you, but like I said, you guys are in the games. That's definitely not the case. So is that just something that right now it's kind of a little mental block per se that you just have to win a couple real tight games, and maybe you did over the weekend. Coming back against Briarcliff and getting two runs, forced extras against Morningside. So you think that mental block is maybe out of the way finally?
Well, I hope so. Like you said, we've been in there every single game. So, really all it takes is, that one hit or that one play, and that'll put us over the top. And, hopefully we can ride some momentum coming off of
definitely.
wins.
Talk about the fact that you missed about, I think it was more than half the season last year with your kind of freak thumb wrist issue situation. Talk about how nice it is to be back on the field. And I'm sure you kind of served as a student coach at the end of the year and all that. Side, but your senior year, you want to go out on a positive. I'm hoping you're healthy and everything, but how is it to be back on the field finally?
Feels great. It killed me last year not to be able to play. That was the first time I'd ever missed any season due to an injury. But I got my surgery and everything's good now. It feels a lot better.
Great. Like I said, you've been hitting really well. Is there any key to that? Are you just seeing the ball better? Did you switch anything up at your approach to the plate?
Just focus on trying to hit the ball hard. Seeing the ball, trying to hit the ball hard the other way.
Sure. We don't have a real powerful team. Last year, really struggled in the power numbers. This year, obviously, some more power in there. A few home runs early on and such. What do you feel like the team's strength is at the plate, and I guess overall?
We've got a lot of guys. We've got a lot of guys who are some pretty good hitters.
Yeah.
So when we're all hitting, it can be a pretty. We put up a lot of runs in a couple of games, so that's good. When we all hit together, it's good.
Definitely.
Like I said, we've got a lot of guys with a lot of power, and a lot of good approaches at the plate.
Sure. Being the catcher, you're on the other side of the battery, a battery that's talked about a lot. Last year, you guys had a really low ERA at the start of the year and led the nation for a while. And this year, another pretty stout pitching staff. We had a couple rough outings here and there, but overall, it's been a really dominant pitching staff so far. What's your role in all of that as a collegiate catcher? I know when you get to the next level, talking more about the catcher maybe makes some of the calls, etc. But what is your role in dealing with your pitching staff?
Well, just trying to keep them in the game, help them keep us in the game. Calling the right pitches to to put us in the right position. Sure. So
definitely, I was saying that over the weekend, covering the softball team. I said that I think the catcher is more a psychologist than a catcher. than actually catching the ball, going out there, calming down the pitcher, making sure he or she is not getting outside of themselves, understands, okay, you can give up a hit, give up a run, bounce back.
Yeah,
So all
there's
that
definitely a lot to it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure. We need to get some of that training. Maybe that's what you.
Yeah.
You're a sociology major, right?
Yeah, sociology and human services.
Well, there you go. You're kind of in that right line of work that you're going to be helping people. So
yeah,
you should add psychology to the side, little psychology major. So, all right, man. Talk about first off sociology. Plan on you're majoring in that. What do you plan on doing with that?
I plan on going to law enforcement.
Okay, cool. Back in
California.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, we talked about baseball and all that fun stuff. This is the part that I enjoy, getting to know you a little better and finding out some of the things that make you tick. So, Pat, we're gonna rip through some quick questions. Nickname?
Moose.
Moose. All right. Yep. Is that an old nickname or is that something recent?
Yep, that's been my nickname since I was 2 months old.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's kind of gone through my family.
You're a big kid, huh?
Yeah, I was a big baby.
There you go. Talk about why you chose William Penn.
Well, I went to a junior college, and I went to Los Angeles Mission College, which is in northern Los Angeles, California. And one of our assistant coaches had played here a couple years back, and so I got the hook up through him.
And who's that?
His name is Mondo Contreras.
Okay, yep, I remember Mondo. Yep, sure. He's here in my tenure here. Favorite sports hero?
I would have to say Mickey Mantle has always been someone I look up to.
Person in history you'd most like to meet and why? Could be living, deceased, famous, maybe some family member you never got to meet.
I don't know.
Pretty much it throws out everybody that's ever lived or died.
Anyone who's ever lived. I don't, we'll stick with baseball. I'll go with Johnny Bench. One of the best catchers to play the game.
Yeah. If you could describe Coach Laird in one word, what would it be? Enthusiastic. Yeah. He's a goofy.
Yeah, he's
a goofy.
I'm taking
goofy.
Yeah, he's a goofy guy.
The longer I've been around him, I think the goofier he gets, but he's a good time to be around. If you were a superhero, who would you be?
Ooh. Man, I don't know. Go with Thor.
Thor, sure. People say you look like.
Bryce Harper. I get that a lot.
I see that. I can see that. Favorite food?
Ooh, chicken. Definitely chicken.
Okay. In line with that, favorite restaurant?
I don't know. There's a place back home. It's a barbecue place called Rattler's Barbecue. It's in my hometown.
There you go.
My favorite place.
Let's shout out to Rattlers. Your favorite TV show?
American Pickers.
Okay. Hey, right here in Iowa.
That's right. Yeah.
There you go.
Right
Have you visited?
No,
They're only a couple hours away.
I want to before I leave.
There you go.
I want to go there.
Got a little goal in mind there. Favorite movie?
Shooter.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm trying to think which movie that is.
With Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. All right. That's a couple years ago. Currently listening to in your iPod in your car.
A lot of country and a lot of classic rock.
You look like a country guy. Sure.
Yeah.
Any favorite musician?
Yeah, I'd have to say Eric Church and Easton Corbin, probably.
Okay.
A little George Strait.
Cool.
That's what I listen to mostly.
Old school. George Strait, good job. If you had $1 million, what would you buy?
Ooh. I don't know, probably a new truck.
There you go. Your goal in this sport?
I just want to go out there and help the team win.
Sure. Yeah. And then, throw on your recruiting hat. If you were to sell a kid, junior college transfer, freshman, whatever, sell a kid on William Penn, how do you do it? What do you tell them?
I would say one of the huge things that got me to come here was the pack. It's a great facility, so that would be my big selling point.
Sure, definitely. All right, Pat. Well, thanks for sitting down for a few minutes with us. I really appreciate it. Good to actually talk with some of our student athletes here. It's always fun. So, thanks so much. Good luck this week. Viterbo tomorrow, 4:00 start, and then Clark Cummins weekend. I think it's 1, and then noon starts on Saturday and Sunday, I believe. So, best of luck. Go get some wins in conference play.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.